Coming up on Beef Boys.
Dude, they don't even, they just yip.
Yeah.
He's just hungry. Don't worry about him. He's just hungry.
But if you were time, feel my heart racing fast enough. When tomorrow comes, you'll be the sun. I was speeding off until no one might get
Konnichiwa, bitch. Merry Christmas, Stop flaming, okay? You know, I'm an Italian.
James, would you like to take it away since it's your first one back, or do you want one of us to take the reins?
James, James, you take it away.
I feel like a that hasn't in weeks. I don't know what to do with
Just
myself.
when I get out, they pull me back in.
You're like Yandere Dev if he hasn't messaged a 16-year-old in 5 seconds.
Let's start out with that. Yeah, Yonder Day Dev.
Yeah, let's break the glass right away.
I personally think, I've been in therapy for a few weeks now, so I think that was actually an act of self-sabotage. I think he just never was going to be able to finish the game.
Right.
So not knowing what to do, he he just decided, well, what's the easiest way to ruin my career and get out of like this shit people have pledged thousands of dollars to?
The minor.
Try to pick up a girl from Algebra 2.
I think that's why EDP did what he did too.
To take it back, for those who are blissfully unaware, Yandere Dev got pinged talking to a 16-year-old to the surprise of exactly one person.
Can you imagine if like big game devs did that? If like, I don't know, fucking whoever owns 343 was like, oh, it can't make Halo. I'm a
They should do that. That's better than what they've been doing for the last decade.
Yeah.
The next like piece of shit game that's going to come out, like the next, Cyberpunk, that the devs just know it's going to bomb on release because it's like unfinished. They just instead come out. Todd Howard's like, I'm sorry, I have to delay stuff out. I'm a
If you see a child in the distance, you can.
So,
thousands of procedurally generated children.
oh my god.
Dad, I don't think this game's going to sell very well.
This is what the people want.
Every time you land on a new planet, it generates a 40-minute wide preschool. It's magnificent.
Oh, fuck.
What do you guys not have 54 terabytes of how much that guy had?
Dude, I saw.
Did you see that?
I saw a tweet. I think it might have been that, but it was like somebody needs to teach these handbrake. It was just like, hang on, honey, I gotta through handbrake. You gotta lower these file size.
Whoever exported this put way too many freaking megapixels in this shit.
This shit is not optimized.
Why is it so big?
Uncompressed.
Why'd they export it as an AVI? It's like 30 times bigger than it should be. To switch it up to something completely opposite of that. Recently, I haven't been on the podcast for a while. I've been dealing with some issues that have kept me a little bit isolated. So I've been having to keep myself occupied. I found this channel that I hadn't watched in probably 3 or 4 years that I used to watch all the time. They're probably the biggest Australian YouTube channel, called How Ridiculous. You might know of them, you might not, I don't know, but they're literally just they're like the Australian Dude Perfect, but not as corporate and cringy.
I know
they
exactly.
drop
Yeah,
shit
that's
from
why it
high
sounds
places and
familiar.
it blows up
Yeah.
and shit. And
Yeah,
they're
right.
I just have an affinity for the way they're just Australian guys that drop shit and break stuff and do trick shots. They're just really cool. They're just kind of kid friendly, overly, but I mean they're dropping 40-ton hammers on cars, so it's you never get too old.
That's awesome no matter who you are.
Yeah, you really can't get too old for that.
Yeah.
And I've just been really enjoying them, and they've been helping me keep my brain off stuff.
Yeah.
And I've been going through all their old videos, and then I realized over time their stuff has kind of got more baby-like, but even through that, I still like it. Whereas I don't obviously enjoy baby shows very often, or
hey little guy, we're gonna drop this car.
I was wondering if you guys had any stuff that you watch that you know is like for babies, but you're like, I like this.
Even though they don't watch those hydraulic press channels, or I went through a big phase of watching. It's like literally content made for fucking people who like missing their frontal lobe, but just like satisfying video compilation.
Oh my god!
Which is people like playing with sand and like cutting
frontal
soap and
lobes.
shit.
Yeah.
Yeah, every now and then one of those hits.
I'm trying to think. I mean, there's like this guy who's like, he talks like this, and he like opens like 50-year-old cans of shit. And he's like,
Beans.
yeah, it's like,
This has a bag of Cheetos from 1970. Tastes bad.
and that's the extent of the video.
Sound like you like
Wow.
it.
I think he lives in the woods, and he's just like,
I got this can of Chef Boyardee.
He's just fighting stuff in the ground.
I don't even know if that really counts.
I've been watching two channels lately. I've been watching a lawn mowing channel. Two channels.
A lawn mowing channel.
You ever watch those like yard work channels?
Is it like a satisfaction thing, like to see like messy lawns?
It's
get
just one of those
cleaned up?
dudes who
yeah,
like
I'm all over that.
Yeah, fuck with
yeah,
that.
he rocks up to like some guy's yard with like it's just a mess, and he's like, "Can I
scissors.
do your yard for free?"
I saw this one of someone doing that exact thing, or he just goes to like really overgrown houses and like does a free job for it. He
Yeah.
gets like most of the way done, and the person never came out of it or something of the house, and just, the lady was dead.
Ugh. Whoops.
He had to like call the police and be like, "Yeah, I was doing a video mowing
Oh my God.
lawn around
Oh,
here,
man.
and the lady is dead."
Can you imagine editing all of that and just like you had to edit that and build up to that?
Now she's fertilizer. Well, that's the funny thing because they do. First of all of them have like 20 million views.
Hey, if you guys
So it's
don't
like,
want
oh,
her, can I have her?
Can I turn her into
She-
mulch?
I have a mulch. Yeah, I have a mulch company too.
to that point, it's like very aimed at like either a child or probably just more like a normie audience.
Yeah.
The other guy is a guy who just lives in some part of the States where it's like, I guess they get a lot of rain. And he
Yeah.
just goes to where like the drains are clogged and cleans them,
Oh, I love those.
Oh.
which is good. But he's really vindictive about it. Like he gets really mad at everyone. He's like constantly like yelling at cars. Like, oh, these cars just keep coming even though they just keep splashing me. He just gets real mad.
Splashing me.
It's really funny, but it's so satisfying because he'll like rake all this like shit out of the
Yeah.
gutter, and then you just see this huge whirlpool start forming, and you're
Yeah.
like, yes.
No, I watched
Yeah,
those.
no, it looks, it's so
See,
good.
there's
and it's like
something
real
about
cozy.
Yeah, no,
Yeah.
there's something about in the same way the like dropping shit on car stuff is like satisfying because it's like in the same way your brain likes like watching something be brought back to harmony, like cleaning a dish really good or some
Oh,
shit.
right, yeah.
It also likes watching something become disharmony.
Yeah, I like
Freaking
the two
yin and
extremes.
yang.
Yeah.
I like seeing
Chaos,
things get
brother.
fucking exploded and destroyed. I love seeing like people jump through windows and shit, or like
Yeah.
drunk people at party,
Explode.
like videos of drunk people doing dumb shit is always the funniest thing ever to me. Like just breaking tables and stuff. But then
Yeah.
What's
also
that
you're
kid?
What's that?
Oh, I was just like that dude that goes like, "Fuck this shit," and then just
Oh, I
like
love
jumps
that
onto
kid.
nails and shit.
Oh, yeah.
It's just videos of him
Yeah.
like
Yeah.
actually almost dying. It's pretty great.
Yeah.
That sort of stuff. And then on top
Yeah.
of that, yeah, the opposite of just like, oh, it's clean now.
Yeah.
I like that.
It looks
Oh,
nice.
yeah.
You boys got any baby videos you can think of?
Pretty big fan of Shaun the Sheep. I don't know if that's made for babies,
What
but
is that?
Is that like the claymation one?
yeah, it's the people
Oh,
who did
yeah.
Wallace and Gromit.
Wallace and Gromit,
it's-
yeah. I actually
Yeah.
did really like when they would do like little shorts instead of commercial breaks sometimes on like Nick.
Yeah, they had
Mm.
this show that was just about like a little British farmer and the sheep and farm animals would get up to shenanigans.
Good fuck.
Those guard farm animals.
They just that group of people. They just make
have a full
comfy ass
erection.
art.
Yeah.
They make nice claymation.
There's some fuck stuff in Chicken Run for me. We're like, isn't there like a part where like one of the villain gets like boiled alive or some shit? I remember the death, the villain's death in Chicken Run being really grim. Like you don't see
Yeah.
anything, but like the implication is he gets like put in a pot of gravy and boiled to death or something.
Jesus.
Bro, I saw this fucking chiropractic video today where this dude is working on an 85-year-old woman with the biggest hump in her back I've ever seen in her life. And
Yeah.
every time he cracks her, she goes,
She's like losing hit points every single time he does it.
bro, and
She's
then he
fucking the
turns her.
Minecraft. Ooh.
he turns her over and he's like, no, yeah, he turns her over and he's like, last time I saw this spine, 18 of the 24 discs were fractured. And he starts hitting her back, like when he's saying it, like showing like, I guess, fucking where the discs are. And he's like, bada bing, bada boom, bada ba, bada bing. And she's like, ow, ow, ow.
It's like
It's so
it has
funny.
a vine boom every time.
He's just bada binging her fractured fucking spine, like ready to
Dude,
give her
the one
18 fractures, and like he grabs her neck and like yanks it fucking.
that
like
that's
it's-
the one I was
like-
gonna. That one killed me because she's like,
Yeah, that's what I'm saying.
he just yanks and she goes, oh.
Yeah, she like. But it's like, bro, if her spine is that fucked, isn't she gonna turn into like the chocolate lady from SpongeBob? Like he'll just pull out her skull and spine.
Big
and just
spine
turn
with
Does
into-
a fucking Mortal Kombat finisher.
Yeah, bro.
Spine
But
with a
every
head
time
on it.
every time she turns back over after she like he cracks her back, for some reason she like can't control her tongue and she goes. She's like screaming and it's so weird.
She's at risk of choking on it. Yeah.
That reminded me of the bada bing.
So I went to the Motherlands
The Uber store.
on the weekend to see some family,
Swag.
which is why I'm sick.
Nice.
Landed yesterday, got in the Uber back home, which is like a
The
40-minute
Uber.
trip for me. And it was this this guy. As soon as we get in, he's like, "Oh, can I take a call?" And I'm like, "Yeah, of course." Like this. That's always kind of nice because you're like, "Okay, you're not going to talk to me."
Yeah, there's
And
no
you-
social interaction. Then you can just
Yeah.
kind of like be on your phone.
Yeah.
And 10 times out of 10, it's just like, some Indian guy who's just on like a 4-hour long phone call to one of his friends, which
Yeah, from back home.
I don't quite understand, but like, I don't understand because they always talk so quietly. They've always got like one earpod in and they're just like, and you're like, how can anyone hear that? But the earpod's not that good. So I was like, yeah, that's no problem, man. And then as it went on, I realized he was like talking about. He was talking about a loan payment. Like I think he was on a phone call to his bank.
Oh my lord.
And he was talking about how he'd missed a few like payments, and he was like kind of talking under his breath. And I guess he did. I guess he really didn't want to. He realized how awkward that is to have in front of us. So
And
I'm
yeah.
he's like, "Can you call me back in an hour? I'm in a meeting right now."
Oh my
Even though
lord.
It was so obvious he was on the road.
Oh my god.
And then I guess like the person must have said like, "No, we have to do this now." And
Yeah.
so he started. I guess he just like there's like a few minutes later, he just gave up on the whole like the pretense of it being a meeting, and he just starts turning the music, like he turns the radio up. So now there's just Pitbull blasting in the background.
Meanwhile, the people on the phone are like,
And then literally, and he's
Sir,
like,
you missed some payments today, and so if you look right here at the file, you'll notice that it's been a couple of months since you paid.
But the funniest part was like he couldn't turn up that much, I guess, because then the person on the other end couldn't hear him. So we
Was
could
he
still
doing it to
totally
like
hear.
mask him from you?
I think so, but we could still
Yeah.
hear it.
Yeah, that's so funny.
And he was like getting kind of annoyed, like not aggressive, but he was definitely being like, "Well, I wasn't informed of this," like he was starting to
Yeah.
like push back on the thing. And that's what I mean. Just
it's like the worst time to take a
yeah,
fucking debt
cool.
collector call. Speaking of doing things in places where you shouldn't be doing things,
Oh boy.
I went to go watch the Midnight Live, which is a synth pop band. I don't really know how you'd classify that. Before I went to go see Dance Gavin Dance at this epic little venue in downtown Dallas, and the Midnight played in the same venue, and so we were like, oh, hey, let's go. So we went, and so the Midnight, for those of you who are listening, who are familiar with their music, it's very like retro wave love songs. It's like I mean, they have like
It's
some.
like chip tunes.
It is no, it's not.
It's like 8-bit like Mario music.
Definitely not. Yeah, and
It's just a bunch of people off Molly listening to Dire Docs.
Yeah, no, it's the fucking angry video game nerd theme song.
It's like if you were playing
He's the
Mario 6
angriest gamer you've ever heard.
So fucking so we went to go see them live, and it's like slow paced love songs, with like a kind of a synth wavy vibe. It's imagine like fucking cyberpunk music, right? And there
Was
was,
it a standing show?
yeah, it was.
That's so funny.
No, I mean
I can't imagine a standing show where they're just playing like love songs.
It's not. I shouldn't even say low. Like it's like dance music, but it's like
Okay.
it's you know they got like a fucking chick on guitar. They got drums. You know, a singer and a
They got a female
saxophonist.
guitarist.
They got a female.
That's all you had to say.
Yeah, and so fucking
Yeah, they got like a guy playing some instruments.
yeah.
Typical.
They got a girl.
Typical
The lead
artist.
singer pisses on people during the show.
yeah.
They're Rage
really
Against the
cool.
Machine cover band.
Wait, what was like a jazz cover band, like a funk?
They're like, yeah. There's like a funk, fucking Rage Against
You
the
know what
Machine
Rage
cover
Against the
band.
Machine needs more of? Piss.
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 So anyway, so I okay. Well, real quick aside, I remember back in the day going to like shows, right? Like hardcore
So
shows.
anyway,
And there was always like you know, if you go to like you watch a band that you can't really hardcore dance to, but there's always that one guy who is hardcore dancing.
yeah.
You know what I mean? So
Taylor Swift
there was
concerts. just
yeah
fucking-
there was kind of like a version of that at the midnight, and there was a guy who was shuffling, and he had fucking hold on, wait. I gotta get this out. He had fucking like things in his ears that were like glowing really fast. So he had like lights, and he was like, it's like he was at a rave, right? And the thing is, he sucked at shuffling. Like he was wearing jeans, and people were like trying to get away from him because he was just like, and he smelled like fucking garbage, dude. Like this dude smelled so fucking bad.
Is shuffling like the white girl dance from like 2018 where you just like jump around like
It's like the
no, it's
fucking
from-
it's the
Do you remember
rave
every day I'm
dance.
shuffling?
from LMFAO?
Yeah, let me I
Yeah.
almost said
Oh my
303.
god,
That would
Yeah.
no.
Yeah, so he's doing that dance, right? And
Yeah.
as the show's going on, I'm like looking at like, me and everybody else is kind of like looking at him like, what are you doing, dude? And so like you know, a song will come on. It's it'll be even slower. It's like a slow like emotional song. And like I look at Sabrina. I'm like, don't tell me that guy's gonna start fucking shuffling. And he starts shuffling to it. But here's the kicker, right? Fucking the singer gets on the mic and he's like, this next song goes out to my wife, who recently beat cancer. You know, it was a really hard time for us. And then like he starts playing this like really like, it's a great song. It's a very like slow emotional song. And I look over at the guy.
Can we take a stab at what he was perhaps doing?
And he's shuffling and there's nobody around him. And like literally people were so like shocked that this guy was shuffling to this song that they just gave him like an entire quarter of the venue just to like have to himself.
Oh, he's probably
he-
just working up a sin at that point.
Yeah, but it was just so funny just to look over after the singer gives this like heartfelt monologue to his like wife who beat cancer, and he's just like
He's like, yeah, my wife just
down.
beat cancer. They had to amputate her legs. You know, it's been a really hard time. I wrote this song in honor of her. It was so hard watching her struggle like that, and I, you know, like taking care of someone. It's just. This song hasn't even started yet. He's just still monologuing. Like, it's been really hard. It's been so hard. You know, her legs, they took her breast. She had breast cancer. It got into her lymph nodes. And you know, it was just, I contemplated, you know, I didn't even want to stay with her, you know. Like, it was so hard.
I'm gonna fucking throw up.
Oh, fucking, it won't stop.
Oh god.
Oh my god.
There we go.
Imagine if we did a
Jesus
BeefBoys
Christ.
live one day and there was just
Oh,
a guy
man.
shuffling at the front.
Shuffling. to
Someone
the
please
podcast.
I
shuffle
wish
through
there
our
was.
entire Beef Boys live.
Yeah, please.
Oh,
Yeah, please
God.
shuffle to. Oh my god.
Oh,
Holy fuck.
Jesus Christ, that's funny.
I should point out that this dude was dressed like a mechanic. He was literally. He was
White
like
beater,
a,
Like overalls.
yeah. He had like one of those like fucking mechanic shirts and like a pair of like baggy blue jeans, but they were all torn at
Yeah.
the bottom, and like a backwards hat. And just he
This guy
had these like
rules.
So he just looked like
Yeah.
Fred Durst.
pretty much, yeah. So he was already very out of place at this fucking show. It's just like, oh, this is a rave, right?
Just smells like shit. Yeah,
Yeah, he smelled
That's
like ass.
God,
insane.
that's funny, man.
Was he at least like doing it to the BPM of the slow
No,
songs?
no,
or was
not
he-
at all.
Okay.
Not at all. Like it was, he was
just
so
fucked.
fucking bad at it. It was like he Googled like, what do you do? Because he might have thought this was like an EDM show. You know, like
Do
oh,
you think he had like earbuds in, like he was listening to something else?
He was
No,
Or
listening
because
to
did it not
Fire.
look like that?
no, it looked like he had these like fucking like they kind of look like earplugs with like little LEDs in them. So they were like fucking flashing all crazy.
It'd be so funny if
He's
he
an
just went to
alien.
like really cheap shows and just
Yeah,
he like
played
gets
his
off
own
on
music.
ruining it for somebody and will just like play his, he'll listen to party rock anthem for 3 hours and just shuffle. Just shuffle fucking
Party rock is in the house
They
tonight.
tell you about the fucking. I've told this before, I think, but there's this loser at my high school. He got every day I'm shuffling. Like, I don't know if you remember, but there was the graphic. It said every day I'm shuffling, and it was like a stick figure
Right.
guy doing like a shuffle kind of like pose. thing or
Yeah.
whatever. He got
yes,
it
I definitely-
tattooed massive on his
Oh
forearm.
my
since he
God.
turned
Oh my
18.
God,
Oh my
no.
god.
Yeah,
Dude,
big
that's-
blocky impact font. Fucking every day I'm shuffling.
That immediately takes the cake of the worst tattoo I've
Oh.
ever heard
That's
someone
a
personally
terrible
knowing of.
tattoo.
Seriously.
Yeah, that beats like T-Pain tattoos any
How
day.
could that song mean that much to you?
Yeah.
Exactly. That guy was a
Every
fucking
day I
idiot.
am shuffling, dude. I am.
That was the
I
guy.
don't get it.
He turned it into a lifestyle.
Yeah.
I like to imagine he's just banking. He's like, any day now, shuffling's coming back.
It's gonna
Any
come
day.
back and I'm gonna be ahead of the curve.
People are gonna be wishing they joined me earlier.
Yeah, in like a few years, like there's like that dude on fucking TikTok who's huge who wears like Janko jeans and rollerblades or something. And people are like,
right.
oh, he's like the '90s, like he's bringing it back all by himself. In like 4 years, it's gonna be a fucking guy with like an untamed afro shuffling with a
With those-
fucking
those little
neon
striped
vest on.
sunglasses.
Yeah,
Yeah.
And the fucking swag sunglasses on.
Oh yeah, the shutter shades.
yeah,
Yeah.
shutter shades.
It's kind of a vibe, actually.
Yeah.
Let's
Yeah.
2000s
shout out that guy.
I'm bringing back
The 2000s is
2011 and
back.
a half.
The 2000s is coming back though. Like I've already seen stores that are like 2000s vintage stores or whatever.
Yeah.
you know,
Yeah.
like which
No,
is kind of
yeah,
cool.
the
Yeah.
kids are starting to. It's very strange to see
Crop
children
tops
be
are
like,
coming back.
like, yo, look at this, vintage
Graph.
2008, 2006. Yeah, look at this cool graph.
Look at this.
That's what they do on TikTok all the time.
Bro, fucking,
Graph.
my sister was telling me, girls shop at fucking Victoria's Secret or whatever, and they used to
Women
give
be
away these like
shopping.
free tote bags if you spent like $50 or something. They're just
Right.
like really shitty, like nylon or some crap, like tote
Yeah.
bags,
Yeah.
like in like 2008. And my sister was like, they used to give those to you for free, and now because like that stuff's coming back, you can sell them for like $150 a piece.
What the
And
fuck?
they're just like
Whoa.
garbage, but they're like
Yeah.
the new
That's
like,
Interesting.
statement.
New
That's
you.
actually super weird.
Yeah.
Yeah,
That's
imagine you just
wild.
stockpile those like grocery bags just like under
Yeah.
your kitchen sink for like 10
Yeah.
years.
Generational wealth.
I mean-
Yeah, generational wealth off Victoria's
Yeah.
Secret tote bag.
Secret nylon.
One
My-
day, son, this
the
will
bro-
all be yours.
This will
The
all
bro
be
Jared's,
yours.
My bro Jared's found some like crazy shit on Depop where it's like these awesome vintage like Magic the Gathering tees that like they gave away at like pre-release events for like new
Yeah.
sets, which would have
Yeah.
just been like, just some shitty Gildan with like the set on it and like a picture of a dragon on the back or whatever.
Right.
That for like 15 years was only worn by the biggest losers in the world. But now you see it and you're like, that goes so fucking hard,
Dude,
man. That
yeah.
was-
Yeah.
I have a
So
few shirts
cool.
like that. I have a few
Yeah.
shirts like that. Like that's kind of like what my big dog shirts are to me. But also I have like this one shirt that just says like Frodo lives on it. And
Yeah.
it's there for some reason. I don't even really get it. I guess I don't know. But it was like for some reason on forums in like 1999 when they were working on Lord of the Rings, it just like caught on this like saying like Frodo lives or some shit.
Oh, weird.
And they
Yeah.
just like made shirts about it for some reason because it's the internet in like 1999, I guess.
Right.
And
Yeah.
I just found this shirt on like Depop like years ago and I bought it. And it was like $50 and you could get a really nice t-shirt for $50, but I was like, but this it says
memes.
something. It says
It's
two
got
words.
history. It's
Yeah.
No,
got
yeah, no,
Yeah.
there's something implied that's cool to it for me because it's like
Right.
someone
Yeah.
bought this 25 years ago before Lord of the Rings came out and they were like, yo, Frodo does live.
He does live. And now I'm buying
90s,
it now
2000s
because I know
nerd
he
culture's
lives.
goes so
Yeah.
hard. I think
Yeah.
same thing as the Magic T-shirt because like that was. That was me back then. I was a huge fucking nerd, but it was like,
Yeah.
not saying it's really cool that being a nerd is in now. Like people just play Dungeons and Dragons and fucking watch Game of Thrones and shit. Like that's not a weird thing to do anymore. But like
Yeah.
back in the day, only people who were genuinely really fucking into this stuff
Yeah.
did that sort of shit, like wore tees with dragons on it or fucking
Yeah.
Frodo lives or whatever. So like, there's just kind of like there's like passion, like unabashed passion woven into the threads, kind of, you know.
Right.
It's like, yeah, some guy
Dude,
really
even-
just fucked with Lord of the Rings so much. He was like, fuck it, I'm wearing a Frodo lives shirt.
Even
Nerd
until like
lineage.
Walmart.
even until like a decade ago though, like I remember I wouldn't talk about Lord of the Rings until I was like 16 or 17 and more like comfortable in my own skin, and even at that point it like wasn't that cool.
Yeah.
But like the last like 5 or 6 years, it's definitely gotten to that point where it's like, but it's just crazy to think about. Like even like when I was in high school, it was like I had friends, not friends. I had like a friend that for some reason stopped fucking with me and like made a Snapchat that's like Lord of the Rings fan 001 and would like Snapchat people and make fun of me about with it.
Oh, what the fuck?
And it's
Yeah,
like,
which is-
no, I know it's so stupid, and it didn't even bother me in the moment. But it was just like having any like nerd passion back then would be
Yeah.
used against you, even in like
That is
2011
true.
or something. You know what I
Yeah.
mean? Like,
Yeah.
Dude, there were like
it's
people
weird
who
how
were,
recent that is. That just like
Yeah.
rapid. Game of Thrones is probably the biggest factor in it, honestly.
yeah. I mean, even
that
just
shit was
like
just dope.
Yeah.
even just video games, like
And video games, definitely.
Because I feel like I knew a lot of like jocks who were like, I don't play video games. I don't have time for it. And it's like, what else are you doing? You go to school, fuckhead.
I throw the
You're
ball.
in 7th grade. What do you mean you don't have time for it?
Yeah. Well, I think that's the other funny thing. Like, they act like they didn't, but they totally did. You know, like,
Yeah.
I feel
They
like I
run
found out
Modern
later in
Warfare.
life, like, a lot of the jockey guys were totally going home and blasting some Morrowind and shit, you know?
Yeah.
Like,
Yeah.
But you never know about
You never
it.
admit that. And
Yeah,
they would never
but like
admit
in
that.
retrospect, they're like, oh, you know, that game was fucking sick, you know?
Yeah.
So, yeah. But yeah, I mean, gaming's like worth more, like earns more money than like any other fucking type of media.
Everything,
like,
yeah.
Yeah.
just anything. So, and just everyone does it, you know, even your mum
Yeah.
plays fucking Candy Crush or whatever these days. So it's
Yeah.
like, it's not.
It is,
Yeah.
it is
It's
kind of
not a surprise.
interesting. Yeah, and it is kind of interesting to like James's point, how like there was a point in time where people would make fun of you for consuming nerd culture. But now it's like that is what owns media. It's like, what are the biggest fucking movies now? Superhero movies. Like it's just everything is kind of like looped back around. Not back around, but it's looped to, not even a loop. It's come to like that.
It's a line to.
It's a straight line towards where that is like that's where we're at now.
I think it was just the Andrew and Kudos episode, but you guys were talking about cats. Or no, it was all three of you. No, yeah, it was. You guys were talking about cats. And Andrew was talking about this cat that he had that was just like, it was a tomcat, which like, usually if cats don't get neutered, they like, male cats will like grow a little bit differently because they still like get their hormones and everything. So they get like bigger faces and bigger heads and kind of a different demeanor. And my parents have that cat like this who's like 2 years old and he never got neutered. Or he's like 3 or 4 now, but he's like 2 or 3 years old. And he never got
His nuts
neutered
still
until
hang.
well, he didn't get neutered
Swangin'.
until they got him, but he just like showed up like on the front door and just like laid down, and they would just like keep coming outside, and he was just
Hey,
like
check out
chilling
my
there.
balls.
And then my dad came out there and he like crawled in my dad's lap and was just like going fucking car engine
Please
mode.
take my
Yeah.
balls.
Please cut these
I'll trade
off.
you my balls for a quick meal.
Yeah,
No, but
for a
wait.
place to live.
That's how they've gotten like all their cats. They just like stumble up to the door and they're like, "Well, we got another
They
cat."
lure them in and steal their balls.
Yeah. No, the cats just like
Yes.
show up and my parents are like, "Well, we're going to PetSmart."
That's
I
how
guess."
we've gotten all
Yeah.
of our cats as well. They just
Yeah.
show up somewhere and it's like, oh, I guess we have cats now.
But
Yeah.
Yeah, we did the
this cat
same
is
thing.
like
We
the
like put like $6,000 out, and Mr. Chips just showed up.
he just showed up.
But this cat is like the most uncat-like cat like I could possibly describe. Like Andrew was kind of saying, it just like doesn't care about anything, doesn't get scared by anything. Like anytime a new person comes over, he'll run up right to them like a dog and like flip over and let him like pet his stomach and shit.
Yeah.
And like he's so goofy and like you'll throw a toy and he'll just go. And, like he doesn't know what
The
to do.
fuck?
He's like
Yeah,
fully
the fuck
just
you want me to
fucking.
do with that?
He'll, like every 3 steps,
What
he'll
the
like take a
frick?
step and like freeze and like lick his balls and scratch his face and then like look at you and stare at you for 45
Lick his
seconds and then
lackables.
yeah, he'll lick his ball hole
His bullhole.
That'd be sick.
But he's just like the goofiest cat. But the other night he went to a like someone didn't like refill his water at night, and I woke up to the sound of like water, and he was in my bathroom at the toilet, like on top of the toilet, like hunched over the toilet like a goblin, reaching his paw in the water, and he would like, but because like. He has
Sweet
such a slow
nectar.
reaction time to things. It's like the funniest thing. It's like a comedy movie. He would like scoop his paw in the water and throw water at his face, and the water would douse him, and then he'd be like standing there like, and then after it's like off his face, he'd go, and then he'd take another handful and dump it on himself and go. That is the fucking funniest thing I've ever seen in my life at like 3:00 in the morning.
That's so good.
I love the idea of
His
like,
name
you
is
throw the-
Ding Dong.
That's
Oh,
a
that's
good
such a
name
good
for a
cat.
big cat.
Yeah.
It is a good
We're hoping
cat,
Mr.
dude.
Chips will be like that one day. Just like he lost his nuts too in a tragic testicle accident. We're hoping he also ends up to be like a big
In a
stocky,
motorcycle
cutie.
Yeah.
I like the idea when he said he fucking throws it and reacts like, what the fuck? I just like to imagine he's like a 2010s like video game reviewer, Or, when something weird happens, he's like, what the hell were they thinking?
What were they thinking?
Did that just happen?
They really
It's
put that
right
in
behind me, isn't it?
Yeah, it's right behind me.
there? He's the nostalgia critic of cats.
Yep, that's something I do now.
That's him putting piss water on his face. Well, I guess this is just something I do now.
I'm drinking out of the
I'm living
freaking
with
toilet.
Italians. I lost my testicles, and now I'm drinking toilet water. Yeah, I guess that's just something I do now.
Also, I didn't get to say it, but Starfield Epic, I like it. I don't want to like go into a full thing about it because we have been going for a bit, but I like Starfield. I don't know why people don't. It's epic. I love it very much. It's wonderful.
I'm so glad.
So suck on
That's what I think.
I'm like 20 hours in and I haven't even done the first main mission yet.
God damn.
Yeah,
That's epic.
I think that might be why you're enjoying it, because I feel like I have been doing the main missions, and much like every Bethesda game, I just don't really care that much about the main story. Like
They've
I've
never done a
fin-
great job at
I've
main
never finished
stories.
Skyrim. Like
Yeah.
I've never actually beat Skyrim. I get to the part where you get the first shout, or you go to the guys up on the deep throat place.
Yeah,
on the
that's
hill or
what I
whatever.
do every
Yeah.
time
And you're like,
now. I just
fuck this, I want to be a thief, and then I go and join the Thieves Guild and have the time of my life.
Exactly.
So I think
Yeah.
I need to do that more in Starfield, because every time I
Yeah.
try to
Dude,
do the main story,
I'm
The thing
telling
was,
you.
I haven't even done any of the side quests or joined any of the things. I literally have just, dude, I went to explore one thing. I was like, I don't want to do the main quest just yet. Let me do this one mission. And then that has just like naturally jumped into like every time I jump to a new system, somebody will like ping me and be like, "Hi, I need help. My planet broke. Help."
I got pinged by grandma one time. Have any of you guys had grandma?
No.
Oh, did you pick the thing where you still have family or whatever? That like
I think
perk?
I might have.
Oh, yeah.
Uh,
Yeah, I
Sure,
didn't
I
do
didn't do
that.
it.
Maybe I did that on my. I can't remember. I think grandma pops up to more than one person, but grandma
Right.
will. You'll just get like, "Hey, sweetie, how are you
Come
doing?"
and lick my
And you can
pussy.
go into her ship and just like eat pie and pussy.
This is my
Bruh.
famous pussy pie.
Dude,
down here.
I like. So I
Thank you,
really
Barbara.
enjoy the just running around and gunning people
Yeah.
down in Starfield.
Yeah, me too.
Especially, I mentioned this
Oh,
in
that
the
part
planets
is
where
fun as
there's
fuck.
where there's low gravity. It
Yeah,
feels
It's the best.
fantastic.
It's so epic.
Because I'll be listening to just like my Spotify playlist. I'll try and pick things that I think fit thematically
Yeah.
into my
Andrew's
gameplay.
just got to play us with just Rocket Man 50 times.
Yeah, it's just Rocket Man over and over again.
Sucking
and,
on my dick up here alone.
Space Oddity. Yeah. No, but like I think Space Oddity did pop up in one.
That's what the game is
playlist.
missing. It needs a Fallout style radio on your little fucking.
Okay, no, I
Yeah.
totally agree with that. And someone,
Yes.
see, the thing to me is like Starfield is like an 8. Like to me, it's like an 8.5 or a 9. But looking at it objectively, it's like an 8. Like I'll give it that. But bro, when the modders, which I know is not like that it shouldn't be like expected, I guess. But when give this game like 6 months. Like come Christmas when the modders have like really dug into it and fixed everything and like put like they're gonna put in a radio, They're gonna like fix the fucking UI. They're gonna like fix the FOV. They're gonna put in like they're gonna like port entire fucking games onto planets and shit. Like someone's already done it, so you can like travel seamlessly through universes and stuff now. You don't need like fast travel anymore and shit.
Oh, that's
like
cool.
give this game like 6 months and modders are gonna turn it into like the fucking coolest game of all time.
I kind of agree. I think it
100%.
has a shit ton of potential.
Yeah. I think that's
it's
what I'm
gonna be
waiting on a bit.
unbelievable.
Yeah, I'm very excited.
I think what I'll probably do is just play the new Cyberpunk update because I never
I
actually
was gonna
played
tell you
through
about
it.
that. I forgot.
I was also
Played
we're
through
talking about
that.
this.
Earlier.
I started that last night, and we briefly talked about it before you joined the Cool James. But I started up Cyberpunk last night, and that game is good now.
That shit.
Hot
fucks.
damn.
Yeah,
It's
no,
like,
I'm
it's like
excited to
very
give it a
noticeably
shot.
better.
Yes,
It's like
so-
I mean, I will say just because I've been playing it the last few nights.
okay,
I
we
think-
don't have to brag.
Well, no, I was saying because I've got
Okay.
I started a new file and there is a certain point that you hit where it does where it really starts to fuck because it's like at the start it's like weirdly buggy. Like I've had bugs that I haven't had before. Like my first playthrough, I barely had any bugs outside of like a few really big ones. Where now it's like at the start, a lot of NPCs were very jittery. You know, like there's like moments where you'll do something and it's like a really emotional cutscene. You know, it's like some guy kills himself and like the music's all somber, and then like some like NPC will just like doop, and like pop up in your vision and then like go sideways and then fall through the floor, and it's like, oh cool, thanks for pulling me out of that really cool moment.
Concert in front of you.
All of my brain dances were broke the first time I played. So it would, like there's like one where you like go to a club and like have sex with like 5 women, and all of them were just like moving around with like Gary's Mod players, like their legs weren't moving and they were just like it's so fucking funny.
I was saying before, the only bug I've had so far is I was meant to meet Jackie was meant to hop in my hoopty, hop in the car with me, and we were meant to drive off. But for whatever reason, he didn't. I think I entered through the passenger side because I'm from fucking New Zealand and our driver's sides are on the opposite to you guys. So I tried to get
I
in
never
what
thought
I thought
about
was the
that.
driver's side. And because of that, I think like it fucked his AI because there was like, he's like, that's my seat. So instead he just went back to what he was doing before, which was eating Chinese food.
Eating Chinese food,
Yeah, and then I
Full
literally
kiosk.
reloaded a save, being like, "Oh, this will fix it," but it literally like would not. So I had to reload a
That's
save
so
before
crazy.
I even talked to him, skip through all the conversation, and only then did he hop in the empty.
That's so
But like,
funny.
Yeah,
all
I
the-
got this weird glitch where Jackie died.
Yeah, that's not meant to happen.
Yeah, I know, it's so weird.
He's meant to be your bro the whole game.
Yeah, I know. I thought he was gonna be with me the whole game. That's what I remembered.
Yeah,
and then he
he's
died,
gone.
so.
I do consider that a glitch because how
It is
Yeah.
funny. Well, it's funny
I
that,
know.
that in Cyberpunk, that's like, hey, spoilers for Cyberpunk. I guess.
Someone's finally like, oh, I've been waiting 3 years to play this fucking
finally
game.
play this.
Like,
I
Andrew.
legitimately
it's-
haven't played through it.
that is it.
No, yeah.
Okay,
They're
you
like
take
they're
your
starting it up
headphones off.
right now while they're listening to the episode. It's like their day off. They're so hyped. They got pizza. They got BeefBoys. They got Cyberpunk. That's like, yeah, Jackie
And they
dies.
just yeah. Well, it's just funny that like in Cyberpunk is this big like important death, but then in like Baldur's Gate or like Starfield, that could just happen. Like,
Yeah.
just randomly at any point. Maybe not so much Starfield because I think the characters just
Right.
fall over if you shoot them. But like Baldur's
Yeah.
Gate, you could straight up just lose like one of the coolest companions in the game at any point if they just die. You don't resurrect
Yeah.
them, or a cutscene doesn't play out properly or whatever. And it's like, well, they're gone,
Yeah.
Yeah.
idiot.
Fucking dumb.
But no, Cyberpunk, very, very cool from what I've played so far. The new talents are
I gotta
super, super
replay it.
cool.
Pure cum.
Like just looking through all the
Yeah,
talents.
James,
it's like,
jump back into it.
But is the
there's so many
melee good?
ones. Well, that's
Because the
thing.
melee
I'm-
was fucking fucked, and that's
Yeah.
like my favorite thing to do.
Yeah,
I'm
I think
trying
they-
a melee run now because I think what fucked me before is I'm playing on very hard, which is like not chill because the enemies hurt. But if you go, I'm going blades, and like one of the talents you can unlock kind of early is when you hold block, you deflect enemy bullets, which is just the coolest thing to do in any
Yeah,
game
That's
ever.
epic.
Yes, that's
so-
beautiful.
So I think that already kind of gives you a ton of survivability because before it's like you're just
Yeah.
running around like an idiot until
Well,
you
but
get to like
Yeah.
It was
I think
mostly
really
just the
makes
stab
one.
animations, like the
Yeah,
kill
you're talking about the
animations were
impact
completely
of it.
broken. Like
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
like anytime it would
finishes
do
or
any kind of finishes or anything like that, your guy would just like break, and I'd lift my sword up. I spent like I saved all my money. I got no mods or anything the entire game just to get the mantis arms as fast as I
Yeah.
could.
Yeah.
And then every time I would kill them, it would go into like a 5 frames per second slow-mo animation of him picking him up and putting him up and like and then putting him back down, but it would just break and he wouldn't go up and my arms would go up and
that happened to me all
blood
the
would
time.
go everywhere and it would freeze and slow down and then I would just get annihilated by all the other enemies while I got stuck in that animation every single time.
I mean, I will say I haven't gotten to the point where I've done any sort of melee yet. But I did see like a video where they did put emphasis on it, so I'd imagine they did.
I've seen a few
epic.
builds because they put out a few like videos on the official Twitter and shit of being like, oh, here's some build ideas, and one of them was like a kind of a ninja.
They do have
thing.
they do have like a class that is just straight up like fucking like fast
That's what I'm gonna do.
and swords and
You
shit.
get the Sandivist thing or whatever, like from the anime, then just go slow-mo mode and fucking hoon in and just like
melees
like,
and pistols are always the most that I go. That's what I go in every single video game ever made, unless there's a bow and arrow.
Yeah. They also, this was interesting. They've made it so I think your clothing has like some of them have very minor stats, but pretty much no stats.
So you
and
can
all
dress
of your
however you want now.
Yeah, and all of your armor and shit like that is now cyberware, and your cyberware is like crazy now. Like that seems like real. The RPG shit for that. I mean, it was already kind of before, but like just looking at even just the very first, when you go to Victor at the very start of the game and he gives you like a new eye and shit. I was just looking at the stuff that was available there, and I was like, oh fuck, like I can't wait to unlock this because that'll be really cool to put here.
There's like a bunch of new shit.
Yeah, the other thing I
almost like could capture that lightning in the bottle again and like make everybody hype about it again because if it really is that good, like I was always rooting for that game. I even with all the issues, I thought it was like a wonderful game.
No, totally.
No, same.
I mean, it's made a
despite my video
resurgence.
But
despite my video, but like even there was just the storytelling of it was wonderful.
We make
regardless
these
of
things.
anything.
We make these things because we love them.
Yeah,
exactly.
But apparently, it's got the most players on Steam since December 2020.
It's the top selling game.
Oh, that's
right
great.
Now. It is the
so
top
it's
selling
great.
game
Back
right
to
now.
the same
Damn.
hype
Okay.
as
Fuck
well.
yeah.
That's
so
great.
we fucking. I haven't bought the DLC yet. I think I was gonna see like, do I fuck with this again, and then I will.
Yeah.
I think the DLC doesn't open up until like we went to Act 2 anyway. So it's like
so how it works is because I did buy the DLC, but I started a new game, so I haven't even gotten there yet. How it works?
Started a new game.
Yeah, so how it works is you can either start a new game and experience it organically, or you can like just start the DLC and it'll like teleport you.
Oh, so you can do
They
that
were
with The
saying that if
Witcher
you
2.
start a new save, that it makes it like you'll have a lot more issues if you go back to an old save than even though
which
most
makes
of it will be
sense.
fixed than if you start like a completely fresh
That's what I heard.
save.
Yeah, which
It's
is
overwhelming going to an old save because you just have like 500 quests pop out of nowhere. And
I don't
know
even.
where you're at.
But they even just drive. Like you can shoot while you drive now. I've seen really cool clips of like you can use like your sword on a motorcycle, so you fucking pull the blade out, then you can run up. and also you can deflect bullets and then fucking charge up and shit.
And they
you can
also
you can
redid
jump
all the
off your-
driving too. Like
Yeah,
all
it's way fun,
the
isn't it?
driving mechanics are all new, and
Thank
it feels
God.
really fucking good. Like,
And you can,
That
you can, like,
shit was
buy
so ass
apartments.
compared to GTA.
You can buy apartments
Going-
and do them up and shit, so you can
That's
like get
right.
a real flash house and stuff.
Yeah.
Technically, that's another because like now the game is like actually the game like with this recent update, so it's
Yeah.
like the thing they promised like years ago. So like it's almost like that game is like releasing right now. So that's just another epic dub in the year of 2023 for
That
video
is
games.
Big
this-
fucking
this
year
is
for
legit.
games, man.
Yeah.
This is probably the best year since like 2007 or 2014
agree.
for video games.
It has
It's
been
like
just bang after bang, like,
ridiculous.
to the
It's
point
been
that like
jam packed.
I'm not even mad if because I guess there's some fear that the writer's strike may have affected it, which is like, hey, if that's the case,
Well, the video
shout out-
game industry is about to go on strike too.
That's
yeah,
right.
I mean, shout
Yeah.
out writers. I think I think the strikes are great, but there might be a bit of a I don't know
Hell
if next
yeah.
year will go as hard, but honestly, don't care because I've got such a backlog
Yeah,
from
fuck
this
yeah.
year. that it's
Dude,
like-
this year there's been so much. Baldur's
No,
Gate
definitely.
it's crazy. I
If
don't
it
want to
doesn't
harp
get
because
Game
we've
of the
harped
Year,
on it so much, but like
That's crazy.
it's because we just got it on the PlayStation 5 as well. The difference in story every fucking time is insane to me. I don't think
everyone
I've
has a
known.
different,
Everybody has a different story
like
completely.
a vastly different.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I gotta jump in
Insanely
on
different
Baldur's
story. It is one of the
It's
most
awesome.
impressive games as far as telling a story and having that story be able to go so many different places. Because I think
Yeah,
a lot
yeah.
of games have like a really solid story where everyone's like, yeah, you got like a bad ending. If you do this set of things, it'll be a much better story for you. This is one of the first ones where it's like, it doesn't matter what story or what route someone's gone. Everybody's like, I'm having a blast.
But the differences to me is like the thing that's really impressive is not that those games make it where it's like, you know, Cyberpunk has like 6 or 7 endings or whatever, but you feel like you're working toward that ending like on purpose almost always, even in Bethesda games, depending on your faction in New Vegas. Like it feels like you're crafting your story and like chasing your like own narrative. But Baldur's Gate literally like whenever I see someone having a different experience than me, like obviously like I know you can make different choices. You know, I killed Karlach because I didn't realize that was a companion.
Which is like
we
crazy.
nuked her.
Yeah.
She was like one of my favorite characters, and like I got
interact
like,
with
real emotional at the end.
Yeah.
The ending you get with her, it's so.
But if you
just
interact with a
kill her.
certain quest first, then they're like, she's a demon killer and she looks like a demon. So like we,
Yes.
like, but in that
Okay.
in that aspect, I'm like, I understand how the story could be different. But then when you see people like literally from the get go, like it literally looks like they're playing a different game from start to finish. But at the same time, like when I played it, the way that I played it felt like that was the only way to experience it. Like
Yeah.
like
Yeah, yeah.
that
You're
felt
like,
like
this
the
makes
only
sense.
narrative. Like, oh yeah, I did that. I went to the first place first. I went to the second place second. Like it felt like I did all of the things in order exactly how you were meant to with the people you were meant to. But it's like
Can,
I don't
can
think-
tell you-
it's crazy.
Can
I
I tell
don't
you
think me and
a
James
really
ever
good story?
found
You
Lazelle.
sold me on it.
I don't even know what
What the
Lazelle is.
That's
She's
the-
the,
oh,
the
really? The
Gith
Gith
that you
Yankee?
the Gith Yankee girl that you meet in the very beginning
At
of the
the
Oh
game.
yeah, no,
on the
I
ship.
we never saw her.
never
again.
found her.
That's insane because her story's like really cool because she starts out kind of like a bit annoying or a bit real standoffish, but by the end of the game, like her well, if you make the choices that I made anyway, her arc is super cool. Same with Shadowheart. Cool thing about the Karlach quest. So when you meet Karlach, she says, or you meet those paladins up on the hill, or you can meet those paladins who are like, oh, we're tracking this demon. You know, we're trying to fucking kill her. And you meet her, and if you don't attack her straight away or whatever, you talk to her, she's like, those paladins are not real. They're not really paladins. They're like agents of Zariel, my like ex-demon enslaver or whatever, and they've been sent to fight me. And so I believed her because I was like, she seems chill and hot. So I went and killed them. But even after I killed them, I was like, were they actually evil? Because they don't. At no point do they really like. I expected to loot them and get like fucking. You find like, I don't know, sulfur
Evil
or
note.
Evil
exactly.
note from Zarya.
You don't. So
Yeah.
I was like, there was a wee while. I was
she
like, maybe
was
she was lying. But throughout the course of the game, I think Karlach was good. But I saw this super cool clip on YouTube because they're paladins of Tyr, the god Tyr. And if you're a paladin of Tyr and talk to them, you can call their bluff. You can be like, oh, you're a paladin of Tyr. Recite the prayer of the whatever open hand or whatever. the fuck.
Really?
And they're like, okay, fuck you, and they just start fighting you.
Bro,
That's
crazy.
insane. So you like don't know whether or not she's technically telling the truth unless you happen to play a specific character.
Yeah.
At least in
that-
the early game. That's so cool.
Bro,
Yeah, just shit like that.
The reason we kind of killed her off rip was because I think we just hit like level 5 and got a bunch of like cool stuff where you start really feeling like, oh, I'm fucking
Level
epic.
5 is a huge jump. Yeah.
Yeah, so we like just turned level 5 and then we ended stream, our save corrupted. Then I got on before stream, that save corrupted. So then like
Man.
Andrew's like waiting to go and I was like, fuck it, I just need to get us back to where we were. So I went into that house to get the quest from them and then accidentally clicked one of them and hit them, and then all of them turned hostile to me. So then I killed all of the paladins anyway, but then I was like, well, I need to go kill the demon bitch anyway. So I already killed them because I fucked it up and was rushing, and then went down there and just used all 4 of our characters to like stealth one-shot her before she could say anything from like 40 feet away.
Yeah.
And just nuked her.
just immediately nuked.
Oh, well, yeah, because
God,
I did
what a
that
cool
a couple
game.
of times too, where I just like I saw a big guy who looked evil, and so I was like, I'm just gonna stealth surprise kill, and then I look up after the fact like, oh, and if you talk to them, they're actually chill and they're actually the good one. You've been set up by this
Yeah.
other guy to kill them,
you're
or whatever,
like,
and you're like, oh. So anyway,
Yeah.
good game.
Yeah, we did the whole Crash thing without Lazelle. We
That's
nuked
nuts.
the
I don't even know what a
entire
Lazelle
Crash.
is.
Yeah,
Yeah,
Well, so
we
doing it
nuked
with
the
her is
whole
very, yeah, it's super cool.
Well, dude, one of my friends just didn't even do the Crash at all.
I almost did it
he
because
just didn't do it. They went straight to Act 2, and I was like, dude, this
I
game
only
is
did it because you
insane.
told me to. You guys told me to, and then my other friend who was playing was like, "Oh, I love the Crash.
yeah,
it's
the
super
Crash
cool."
was
And I was like, because I didn't even. You can either go the mountain pass or underground. I didn't go, and as soon as I stepped from the mountain pass, I was like, "Oh, this is so much cooler."
Yeah.
Anyway, sorry, this is hyper specific Baldur's Gate talk, so we'll move
Yeah,
on. But
phenomenal year for games.
Spider-Man comes out soon, bro.
Dude,
Spider-Man.
yes.
That's another one. It's like this year's
Spider-Man. So
fucking
hyped for
crazy.
that.
And then
Assassin's
Assassin's
Creed
Creed is like
Mirage came
returning
out.
back to Assassin's Creed is
Yeah.
returning back to
hyped
form.
for
Like
that. That's
that
out in
looks
like 2
fucking
weeks.
awesome.
Well, that's
Well,
out in
this-
like a week.
This year so
God
far, we've had
damn,
fucking
bro.
literally 2 of my favorite video game franchises dropped a new game. So this
Oh,
is
Mortal
like,
Kombat. Mortal
Mortal
Kombat.
Kombat
Kombat,
and Resident
yeah.
Evil.
Dude, if Team Cherry in just a miracle drops Silk Song this year, I don't know if there will ever, for me personally, be a better year for gaming.
Yeah.
Yeah,
I don't know if it'll ever get
2027.
better. Yeah, just wait, buddy.
Just wait, bro.
I think the thing that definitely makes this probably one of my favorite years for video games is like the first week of January, I started playing Red Dead 2 and like pushed through all
Oh.
the aids of the first like 5 hours.
Yeah.
And
I'm so glad you did.
Yeah.
still that game is just like it's wonderful.
Pretty
like that,
wonderful.
Yeah.
that's like one of those, that's probably the last game I played, at least before Baldur's Gate, where it was like it's like Baldur's Gate, Red Dead, and Elden Ring are like the only games I can remember of like the last like 5 years where it's like I think back on like a 2 or 3 week period of like it was
Of
just
just
like it was
pure,
just like
like, it
heaven.
was
It's just that.
Yeah.
Yeah, it was just like a
Yeah.
heavenly like
Yeah.
fucking trance
Dude.
experience.
Red
we're
Dead-
All your thoughts are just about
I'm gonna
it. Like,
replay that.
You're
Yeah.
excited to boot it up. When you go to bed, you're thinking about like what you're gonna do with it
Yeah.
when you play it next. Like,
Mhm.
that feeling in
Yeah.
a game is like, mwah.
And for some reason, every time you have that experience with a game, you like get to this point where it's like midnight and you're like 3 hours from beating it, and you don't know if you should stay
Every
up
time!
or fit.
Yeah.
Every
every
time.
fucking
Yeah.
time.
Red Dead, it was like 2:00 in the morning, and I was like, I know this is like the last set of missions.
Yeah.
But I just
It,
have
like-
to.
And it's like I have work tomorrow, and I'm fucking exhausted, and I'm almost
Yeah.
I've been playing for 8 hours and almost don't even want to play anymore. But I mean,
But,
how am I
yeah.
not gonna finish this shit?
It's, it's so dumb because it's like, every mission in Red Dead takes like 20 minutes, say, or 30 minutes or whatever. And you see the last mission, you're like, it's gonna be like 3 times the length of a normal
Yeah.
mission. Same with like Baldur's Gate, it's like, oh, every quest takes however long. Obviously, once you hit that, like, hey, once you start this quest, that's it, sort of thing. You
Yeah.
hit that checkpoint, it's gonna be like 3 hours, but you're still like, oh, maybe just this
Dude,
once.
Oh,
Red
man.
Dead, of all the games recently, at least, Red Dead is that game is one of those games where you get to that end cutscene and the credits roll and it's playing See the Fire in Your Eyes, which is like my favorite scene
Such
from
a
that
good
whole
song.
game.
Yeah.
I finished that. At the time I was living with some other roommates, now with Courtney, so I had my own room. So I was in my room late at night, and that game just has you on the couch like,
Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It just had me smiling.
I think
Smiling,
I can't remember if Yahtzee was talking to
sadly.
this about,
No, yeah.
about Red Dead or something else, but he said it's like satisfying and heartbreaking, like fucking a burning dolphin. And I always think that's a really, I always
fuck?
like
I
that
like be
metaphor.
satisfying.
Yeah, what aspect
Yeah,
of that
that
is
was-
satisfying?
I think that might
'Cause you're
be like
fucking
a very personal.
Because you're fucking it. No, but it is where it's like, just like I was watching the 2022 Batman with fucking whatever his face,
Robert
Robert
Pattinson.
Pattinson.
Twilight.
This is good.
It was so fucking good. But
Yeah.
obviously it's like very dark and like super depressing, and like that's kind of the whole point of it and everything. But
Right.
like to the same thing, it's like by the end of it, you get to it and it's like, damn, that was like, that story was crazy. That was fucked. That was so sad. That was crazy. Like same thing with Red Dead. But then you just like, it's just like, damn, I just experienced some good ass art though. Like I just got to
Yeah.
smile.
Yeah.
I
That,
love
like
that
I'm
feeling.
alive
Yeah.
right now, playing
Yeah.
and
Yeah,
watching this
yeah.
shit.
Like when I try to think of games that do that to me, Ghost of Tsushima, Red Dead 2, The Last of Us 2, The Last of Us 1. Like I feel like games like that hit you with that specific
Worms
feeling you're
3.
describing.
I
Worms
played one of
3.
those this year, and I have 3 of them on the back burner because I got my
Yeah.
PS5 this year, and I have all of them. I just haven't played them yet.
Oh yeah, Last of
hell
Us
yeah.
1 after watching the show. Well, because I got so into it that I was like, can't be bothered waiting for the show, so I just bought the remake of 1
Yeah.
and like finished it before the show did. And yeah,
Dude,
I really
Is that
need
like
to
the
play
most
through those
recent, like the
games.
PS5 one? Because they did a
yeah,
PS4.
PS5 isn't. Yeah,
Yeah, that's what I have. I'm so excited because
Oh,
people
dude,
are like,
it's
it's like they
so
literally
different.
remade the game. Like they didn't even just
Well,
like
yeah.
everything
Yeah.
was better apparently.
Oh,
because
it's- it's
I
the
got
greatest
the
looking video
original
game ever.
I got
Yeah.
the original re-release for the PS4, and I just couldn't get into it because it felt. I don't know. Maybe it just wasn't. I think I didn't really understand what the game was going for, which is meant to be this very frenzied, fucking like skin of your teeth, like you almost die every fucking
Yeah.
combat.
Yeah.
And so I played it, and I almost died, and I was like, I suck at this game. I don't like this. And also the graphics are pretty dated by that point. But the remake with like the new engine just looks phenomenal. And after watching
they
the show as
modernized
well,
all
where
the
it's like
controls.
very brutal and like skin of your teeth kind of shit.
Yeah.
And I think maybe I watched
God,
a
I-
Donkey video.
I
where he
wish they
mentioned
would have
that.
done Red Dead 1 like that in the
Yeah.
fucking Red Dead 2
I
engine,
know,
bro.
dude.
Yeah.
I know.
Oh, how? Yeah, dude. Because we were up talking about that because it was like leaked. Like someone found a string on the website code that was like Red Dead 1 remaster, and everyone's like, Red
They're
Dead
just like
1.
releasing it for fucking Wii U or some shit.
Yeah, there is like the
Such
Wii-
bullshit.
PS4
Straight-
and the Switch
Yeah, it's
Yeah.
straight port too. No remastering done. Just
and the
straight port.
Ouya.
Yeah,
And guess
it's
what? They're doing
$60.
that, and they're doing that to Red Dead 2 as well.
Yeah,
Dope.
are they?
Yeah,
That's
yeah,
sick.
It's only
I'm sure
because
Red
it's only
Dead 2 will
because
run really well on the Switch.
yeah.
Yeah, it's only because they don't have backwards compatibility or whatever. Because that's why they're not doing it on Xbox. Because you can still just
Yeah.
like pop your
You
Red
just
Dead
yank it.
1 disc in your shit
Yeah,
and play it.
exactly.
To see the Red Dead 2 Switch got leaked by like the Brazilian government website.
Yeah, they do be leaking shit. Brazilians don't give a fuck.
It's
Like my
business.
semen out there. Fuck.
Actually, yeah, after playing Baldur's Gate, I was surprised when I made my character in Cyberpunk. Not only do they have a penis or vagina option, but there's also a
Yeah.
dick size option.
Hell
you
yeah,
can
bro.
slide that shit up or
Okay,
down, brother.
good.
I forgot that because Baldur's Gate just has one uniform penis.
One cock to rule them all.
Just go up to like Appalachia,
Yeah.
where there's like 7
Yeah.
people to a town and one sheriff that like is also the mayor and the milkman.
Yeah,
Controls all the food coming
Yeah.
into the
Dude.
town.
Their currency is
Like
rocks.
deep Appalachia is kind of spooky. That's like
Fuck that. It's like the
It's
scariest
so
thing on
spooky.
earth to me.
yeah, it's
Yeah.
like eldritch beasts hiding in
Yeah.
those woods.
Yeah.
It's fucked up.
We should move
It's
there.
where all those like weird like families who speak their own language and just fuck each other all the time come from.
Yeah, literally.
Yeah, inbred.
It's
That's the language.
Yeah,
they
no, it's
speak.
literally 17 generations of only having one set of grandparents and they like speak their own language and
Hey, dude, they don't even. They just yip.
yeah.
He's just hungry. Don't worry about him. He's just hungry.
He just needs a little nap.
If you feed them Takis, they just die.
They make the fucking Lego Yoda death sound.
Oh, that just means he's horny.
He needs a milk.
He just needs to come a little bit. Don't worry about
Mom,
him.
he
He just
needs a
worked up.
tug.
He needs a good tug.
I think he means on a call. I want to work call in the next room.
Yeah, one of them starts saying tug and all of them start going tug, tug, tug.
They pull their little dicks out.
They start chanting and like walking
They
a
start
circle
lighting
around
shit
that
on fire.
85-year-old bedridden mum's.
It's like some children of the
They're, like,
corn
lighting their
scenario,
house
but
on
they all
fire.
make you. Jerk.
She's got.
Have you
She's
seen
got.
the
They should do a
X-Files episode
social
about
experiment where they fucking move like a Taco Bell into a town like that. And see how they-
See what
They're like,
happens when you
what? They're like,
gentrify.
They like walk up in like a Flintstone car where they have to use their feet to move it, and they like throw rocks at the cash register.
They pull into a Starbucks.
Drone footage of that dude shooting an arrow at it, like that guy from that uncontacted
yeah,
tribe,
like
but it's just some
Indian-
That's the
redneck with like a
drive-through, like,
Yeah.
it's just some
That's like-
redneck with a
it's like
brick,
a-
and he's like, "Fuck you!"
and it's like one of those cameras, like that's like one of those skateboarding cameras that's like a super wide angle lens,
Super fisheye.
and they're fucking they're fucked up oval fucking squished fucking faces.
Up in there, like, I don't like the
Cutting
government
banging
looking
their
what I'm
head on
doing
it.
around here.
You know that like uncontacted tribe, that fucking like Christian missionary tried to go there and like
Yeah.
convert them and got speared to
Yeah.
death. Like
Got-
some
yeah.
Speared him.
an Uber Eats delivery driver tries to take Taco Bell to them.
They have to use the plane method where they like drop the bucket down and just go in circles. Of
One
It's
with
just
the
this
food,
bunch
one
of
for their
kids yelling,
shit.
Tug, 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 tug. Getting like a McDouble and immediately dying.
Because I can't fucking digest. Oh my god.
Their guns don't work anymore, so they just like throw bullets up in the air and like fucking hit them as hard as they can with the back of the gun.
They put a bullet in a pipe and then hit it with a hammer. It's a gun.
They have like spear darts like in an Amazon tribe, but it's just like a barrel of a shotgun and a bullet, and they put it in and blow it. And it just like mildly hurts like a little bit when it hits you.
Ow.
Ow.
Stop it.
Dude,
The beef,
that
we should
video-
do a Beef Boys Appalachia episode.
Yeah, we should. That fucking video, like, of it was Soft White Underbelly. Who
I was
Yeah,
going to
Soft
say,
White
there's a Soft
Underbelly.
White
Yeah, yeah.
Underbelly episode with those.
Yeah.
There's one where they go to Walmart, which
He really
is funny.
does have the yips.
Yeah, he did.
He's literally yipping.
He's
Yeah,
literally
like,
yipping.
Oh, he
I understood his fucking angle of like, oh look, they're just like us. But like watching that kind of creeped me out because like when the yip guy like walked him over to like where his dad was buried or something, it was just like right there, like in their front
Dude,
yard.
It's
There he is.
I'm telling you, like, I mean, it's a different kind of spooky out there. It's
It
just this
is.
very other. It feels old, I think, because I mean,
Yeah.
that's like one of the oldest mountain ranges we have,
Right.
and everything up there just feels like old,
Yeah.
and not in an
Yeah.
endearing way. It feels spooky.
Seems like you
Yeah.
feels like people shouldn't be there.
Yeah.
I feel like the game Outlast is based on
Yeah, no,
Appalachia.
exactly.
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Like, and obviously we're exaggerating for the sake of comedy because I know a lot of good boys out there in the woods that don't yell tug. Circle
to get their
around.
mom
to
to
your
check them
knowledge.
off.
Where
Yelling
is-
tug
where is
and pinching your
Appalachia?
wiener.
It's like
Say what?
through
Where,
like
what
the
state is it?
northeast,
East Coast.
like the
Mountains.
northeast of America.
Oh, sure.
Yeah.
And is it just the whole mountains is considered fucked up, or is it just like, is there like a specific?
it's like pretty specific, like more isolated points in like West Virginia and
West
like
Virginia.
Vermont and like shit like
Vermont.
that.
That tracks.
Where it's
Yeah.
like really bad infrastructure,
Tug my
terrible
mama.
government, and rural.
Yeah. The Smoky Mountains too are kind of like that. The ones over by like Tennessee and shit also have a similar vibe of like you go deep into those woods and it's
My mom.
You don't come
it's
out.
it's like it's the most fucked up white people we have.
Most fucked up genre of white.
It's our most fucked up genre of white people,
Yeah,
but
yeah.
there's some cool ones in there.
It's like
Yeah.
Shovel Girl and the Appalachian Yippers.
It's like,
Those are our two most fucked up breeds of white.
it's like they've somehow
Headlining for
they've
Willie
somehow
Nelson.
they found out an even worse way to be white than being a white supremacist. It's like
Yeah.
they've like invented racism too.
Being a white. Should we smash through some questions lightning style?
I'm down to
Yes,
finish this
sure.
off with some
Why
questions.
not?
All right, I got one from our boy Prez. He says, "What's a piece of media you vaguely remember? You know you've seen it, but you haven't been able to track it down since."
Can I please go?
Ooh.
Yeah.
Yes.
No.
I have
I
had
know,
one
we're
that
not
I've
allowed.
tried everything. I've tried Google. I tried fucking Chat GPT.
Have you tried the Beef Boys Nation?
I
Yeah.
haven't tried. This is
Have
why
you tried tip of
Beef,
my
Boys-
joystick?
Beef Boys Nation. I am coming to you now with a request.
R/tip of my
I
joystick.
remember watching a movie as a child, a very small child. This is before I left Alaska, so I would have had to be 4 or 5, at least younger than 8 when I watched this. And it was about mice. I
It was
think
about a
that
brave
was like
small toaster.
yeah, it was about a brave little toaster. You might I haven't been able to figure
can't
out what the
remember
name
the
of this
name.
movie was.
A mouse named
think
Stuart who was little.
It almost had like a Fantastic Mr. Fox look to it, where because I remember seeing the fur and everything, and it looked kind of real, but it was definitely stop motion.
Yeah.
And all I
Sure.
remember is there's this scene where I think the mice are having like a banquet or a big dinner, and yeah, they're all having sex, and there's a thunderstorm outside, and then there's a cat waiting for them, and there was the scene where it's like them trying to not get caught by it. And as a kid, I was like,
this is spooky.
And I don't know if you guys
is
agree with me,
intense.
but like older movies that use like puppets or things like they always have this really
Yeah.
creepy vibe to them,
No,
like those
100%.
80s
Yeah.
stop
Yeah.
mo. They always
And
skeeve me out.
Yeah.
You're always like excited to watch it because it's your favorite movie as a kid, but there's that one part you have to like run away out of the room for because it's like terrifying.
yeah.
No. That's literally all I remember from it. Is that I remember thinking and being like, "Oh, this is kind of spooky," and that's all I remember from it. And it has been
Yeah, I've never heard of that.
like
It's
50,
fascinating.
20 years at this point. I have never figured out what that goddamn movie was.
Well, if any of our sweet beefers
Help!
No, help the man.
It's Magnificent Mrs. Mouse.
Is that really what it is?
No, it's just a play on Fantastic Mr. Facts.
Oh.
That does sound cool. I want to know because the one other time we've done this is like one of the first episodes of Beef. Me and Doplex talked about this like weird demo game for the original Xbox.
Oh, that's
and
right.
mad people came through that,
Dude,
and that was
people
when
are
we had
still
like a tenth
answering
of the
till
audience.
this day.
Yeah, no,
Yeah.
100%. But like mad people come through. It came through at that point, and still like once a month, and we'll like
It's
somehow
Fusion
point out this
Frenzy.
super. Yeah. So.
Mm.
Hopefully someone can help out Andrew. I don't think anyone will be able to help out me because mine is the first porn I ever saw. And
Dude, I
was,
try every now and then.
do
I try and
tell.
go back and find some of the classics,
I
some of the OGs.
Yeah.
Yeah,
They're gone. They're out.
it was
The
just
oldies.
it was on YouTube and it was like softcore, so you didn't actually see anything, but it was like
Right.
two really hot women. One was in like black lingerie and one was in like red lingerie.
And there was
And they're
a
just
cup.
like they're just like no, they're just in a room and they're like making out really tenderly and softly and intimately, and like there's the
I'm chubbing
implication
up
that they're
just thinking about
rubbing
it.
pussies, and it was wonderful, and I would go back to it like every
They're
day for
rubbing
like months,
mounds.
and I've never seen it again.
Yeah.
God damn.
Isn't
Yeah,
I'm pretty
someone
sure there
someone
is.
find our softcore scene for James.
Yeah, I'm pretty sure
Please.
there is like a subreddit for that. I think it's like called like r/tip of my cock or whatever.
I think it's literally tip of my penis. It's this
Tip of my
thing.
penis. Yeah. You should
Yeah.
submit there. I'm sure the fucking
Okay.
Yeah.
the sleuths of the
Hello,
internet.
gentlemen of tip of my penis.
Hello,
Yes.
fellow
Come here with a
veterans.
great
I'm on it.
story.
Every now and then you remember like one that you really liked from like 4 years ago, and it's like
yeah.
it's just old enough that you can't remember it, but it's recent enough that it like plausibly is still out there.
Yeah.
Dude, I will
And
look
it's-
until I find it. Like, I'll spend 3 hours in my bed with my dick like semi-hard until I find it.
your
Except
dick's
literally
fully
that one
soft.
from 20 years ago.
Yeah.
Yeah. I've already said mine before, and I still haven't gotten an answer for it. So I'm putting out the call yet again. I literally tried to find it again like a month or two ago. It's a TikTok or like a 5-second fucking video,
Mhm.
that of these like frat looking guys and like some. It looks like they're at pre-drinks at just some guy's house. There's like 4 of them. The vibe is abysmal. They're playing God's Plan by Drake off their phone,
Uh-huh.
and they're like recording a Snapchat, but it's like, or you know, like a
Oh,
video.
yeah.
But it's filmed from the perspective of like another guy at the party is filming it to be like, look at how lame these guys are.
Yeah.
So it's just these like 3 like frat looking white guys holding their phone up like this, like singing along to God. The bit in God's Plan was like, she said that you love me, you know, and but they're like they do it so limply, and then they like,
mom and my yippee.
I'm sorry,
I'm talking.
I'm sorry.
I'm tuggy.
I
Yeah.
think I remember that
But-
video you're
But,
talking about.
yeah, and then
Kudos.
they either like cheers or they just drink their drink at the end of it. But it's
Yeah.
like it's, you know, in their heads they're probably like, this is gonna look so cool, but like none of them
So
wanted to
epic.
commit, and it sucks. I genuinely can't find that fucking anywhere. It used to be on Unusual Videos, but I checked Unusual Videos the other day because I was just watching them. Do you know there's only like 16 videos on that channel now? Like they're up to episode number like 230, but
Yeah.
like 90,
yeah, there was some weird
nine-
shit that happened with that channel.
Mm.
I think it's just must have been copyright claim to fucking hell and back or something.
Probably.
I don't
Yeah.
know what happened, which sucks because it's like the best meme channel out there.
Yeah,
Um,
it is very
but, like,
hard to find one that's as
It
good
used
as
to be
'cause-
in one of those videos, but now they're all gone. So that option's out. I've searched it on Reddit, and there's a couple Reddit posts of people with the same conundrum as me. And like 3 years ago, someone was like, "Oh, it's this one here," and it links to a TikTok, and all these people reply being like, "Yes, that's it, thank you." Link doesn't work anymore.
Oh, I hate
I
when that happens.
I cannot fucking find this fucking stupid video, and I honestly
Yeah.
think at this point may have said this last time. I think it's daddy's money. I think these are like rich college kids who are embarrassed by the fact that they put out this lame ass video that we're being dunked on.
That's
Papa, can you
the
wipe
conspiracy we're going with.
I honestly think because like videos don't just go off the internet, you know, like someone would post that to Twitter. Someone you'd be able to go because it's not like a hard video to find, or you know, like in theory it isn't. You said God's plan frat guys or something like that. That would, in theory, with Google's advanced AI shit, would come up, but it's just not anywhere. And so I honestly believe that it's been scrubbed because the fact that even when someone links to a TikTok of it on Reddit, that gets taken down. What?
Yeah. Something
Biden's
fishy.
America.
Fucky.
Someone find it.
Biden's America.
Because here's how we'll test it. If we find it, we'll play it in an episode, and if that episode gets taken down, we'll know.
Then we'll know. We'll have a name.
We'll know.
Yeah.
Sleepy James.
I agree.
The only place we had it, we found it a few years ago. We put it in episode 8, but
Oh,
Yeah.
That's what happened to it.
Oh yeah, I forgot about that.
I forgot about that.
Yeah.
and we deleted it,
Yeah.
so we don't have the
RIP.
file anymore. But
Which makes it extra upsetting for because I mean he did tell us specifically not to,
That was the
to
one
do that.
place.
yeah.
Yep.
but
One place we
well.
had it.
What can you do?
Yeah,
Yeah.
that was a good episode. Too.
It was on Andrew's computer and it was in a folder called God's Plan, and then Andrew went atheist. So
God's plan.
yeah, I didn't. I was
so he
like,
purged it. He
What
forgot.
if, what if it
getting
was
rid of
Goddard's
this.
plan and it was a Jimmy Neutron parody song?
Goddard's plan.
Yo,
A
Schneebels wants to
mechanical
know.
canine.
Wait, I didn't get to answer.
Wait, Doplex.
Yes.
You
Yeah.
didn't say yours.
Yeah, for me, I had mine answered before because I did submit it to r/tip of my joystick because I was very desperate. It
That
was.
sounds like more about the one that's about porn.
I know.
Yeah,
Yeah,
that one's more sus.
yeah. It was a Flash game I played a bunch as a kid. It was like one of the first Flash games I remember playing. It was like you play as a pumpkin, and it was like a side-scrolling shooter game, but it was like you hop. I remember you play as a pumpkin, you hop around, and you save all these vegetables. It literally looked like fucking VeggieTales, but it was
That's
like
epic.
like the vegetables were in like a prison in like these different cells that you had to like go and rescue them from.
God.
And I was like so desperate to find this fucking Flash game, and I did find it. Somebody actually like, oh, it's this one,
Oh,
and I
that's
played
awesome.
it. Yeah, and I was like, oh, dude, this game's fucking awesome. And then I forgot about it, and now I can't remember the fucking name, and I deleted that Reddit account. So I'm like, what the fuck?
Oh my god.
Yeah.
Help our boy re-find his pumpkin
Yeah.
side.
What is
scroller.
it? Tell me.
Find a pumpkin game for Doplex.
Bro, I have
Five
a-
pumpkin game. Give me tug.
I have a Yipper Tug Reddit account that I use only for my Yippy Tugs. And,
Yeah, same.
My Yippy
it
Tug
like
burner.
recommends all like like fucking like other porn Reddits and shit.
Yeah.
And there's this one I can't even remember the name of it, but it's like you submit like stills of Jav porn, and then people will like give you
Oh,
like, and
they
it's
hit
all
you
in
back
for
with the
some reason it's
fucking
only
numbers.
in codes. It's like
Yeah.
EUDW45L.
Yeah.
And
yeah.
fucking, but literally I've seen ones that will pop up where it's like literally a 4 fucking pixel image of like
Yeah.
a lady, the back of a woman's knee,
Sultry Japan.
and you can't see
Yeah.
anything else. And
Yeah,
someone will,
and someone finds it.
Yeah.
someone will
I know
find it,
that
and
bush
someone also
anywhere.
looked at that and was like, I know this Jav goes crazy. I need someone to
Yeah.
give me this shit.
This looks familiar.
And the only proof they have is the back of a kneecap.
Yeah.
God
Like
damn.
actually. Like literally I've seen ones where there's no face or body. It's like someone's calf.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And then find
Dude,
it.
fucking
calf
Gooners are the
It's so
most
weird.
fucking dedicated encyclopedia brain motherfuckers in the world.
It's
Really?
impressive.
Okay, I have a
Yeah.
really quick story that I've saved just for you guys from the
Yes.
me and Courtney went to Game Grumps live because they came up here for the first. Nobody comes up to Anchorage, so we were
Shout
like,
out.
"Fuck
Hey,
it, let's
I'm
go to
gay.
the Game
Yeah,
Grumps live."
the New Zealand of America.
Yeah, pretty much. So the whole thing that they do is they bring up people onto the stage and
They goon.
yeah, and they goon to video games. Well, they play
They tell
video
them to
games.
spread their fucking asshole.
Danny and Aaron bring some people up on stage. They're asking like what their favorite thing is, or like to give them a team name or something.
Yeah.
And this one guy goes like titles, and everyone was kind of like, huh? And Danny goes like, titles? And the guy's like, titles. And he was like, and I'm thinking like, is he saying like titles, like tidal wave? And then I hear Danny through the mic go, oh, tigers. And dude,
Oh no!
it was literally a denotated wham. Exact, dude. I got brain blasted by that video. All at this, I was like,
It's happening!
tigers.
It's happening in front of my eyes!
It's happening before my eyes.
Oh man.
How much
makes me hurt.
dedicated tiger fight to server?
I would, and he could have named his team everything. And he's like, let me pick the most difficult thing for my specific speech impediment. What an idiot. I was going to say I feel bad for him and shout out for overcoming your fucking speech impediment.
Dude,
but
I know, same
you're an
here.
idiot. you just pick anything that doesn't make a G or an R sound and you would have been fine.
They get a guy up and he's like, I love. Can you just censor both the person and what he says to just leave people guessing?
Jesus Christ! Fuck this.
What
the fuck? He left the call.
Whoa!
He's
Whoa.
back.
Yeah, what the
You
fuck?
laughed
Like,
so hard you left the call.
it like kicked me out of it and then just rebooted right back in.
Schneebles asks, will
Schneebles
BeefBoys ever I just did dead away to wham.
ever did see the titles.
He asked, will BeefBoys ever come to Ruckersville, Virginia?
I know where Ruckersville is.
My answer is only if they got the yippies.
Yeah, only if they got the yippies.
Tuggies.
I would love to go to do like a Christian pilgrimage and go to the Fashion Square Mall that he got banned from and like go.
Oh, is that the Christian town? I thought it was literally just
Yeah,
a random place
Ruckersville
in
is like
Virginia.
right around Charlottesville.
Yeah,
Oh,
it's,
okay.
it's the
I
Christian.
Yeah,
'Cause I
that's
think-
where he lives.
I've walked those same streets. I've walked those same
I've
streets.
You
walked
walk a
the
lonely
Christian
road.
streets.
streets on the boulevard.
of CWC.
CWCville. Bro, I had a fucking dream last night. So I've been taking Zoloft the last like month. It's like an antidepressant. And they
Yeah.
make your dreams go fucking insane. Like
Yeah.
every night I have the most vivid fucking dreams ever. It's insane. Dude, I'm taking my normal pills and I'm fucking having the craziest dreams. And I can't get up off my mattress. And dude, I had a dream last night that I was back in high school and I was taking like a final that was like really important, but for some reason we were like allowed to work in groups. And I didn't like realize it until the end of the dream, and it's kind of what woke me up because I realized how fucking it was. But the test was on like a specific episode of the Geno Samuel Christian shit. It was like a pop quiz about
What
that.
the fuck?
And I was like, and for some reason, all of my friends wouldn't give me the answers because I hadn't watched it. And they wouldn't give me the answers to it, so I like failed out of high school by not knowing enough like Christian lore. And
Can
it
you
was, like,
imagine that being an
devastating.
actual fucking
What kind of
elective
cake was Chris sitting in?
quick history?
That's what's going to
Which
happen
way
when you
does
come
his
to
dick
Texas.
point?
Chris
Doplex is going to quiz you at the door, and if not, you're not allowed to sleep there.
Yeah.
I get kicked out into the fucking anals of Dallas and have to survive.
Who was Chris's first sweetheart?
What was Steve's question?
We already answered.
Will we
it.
ever come to Ruckersville, Virginia?
Oh yeah, sorry, I fucking forgot.
Yeah, sure.
No.
Yeah.
No.
Yes.
Yeah.
We'll go there. We'll go to Appalachia, back to
Yeah.
back.
And we'll get a yip and tug from fucking Johnny's mom.
We'll get a yip and tug from Chris Chan.
Yep and no.
Let's see, I have yuppie tug.
Jerk you off.
Okay. Well, my husband, Matt Chan, he's away right now, so I could do a little yip and tug.
There was at one point he was selling. She was selling.
Yip and tugs.
No, yeah, literally, they were selling fucking blowjobs or something. I remember there was like a very
What?
brief. Do you remember that? It was like a kind of a recent
No.
thing. I think there was a brief moment where
Oh,
they were
that's
like selling
terrible.
both like art commissions and also blowjobs. I
So
don't think anyone took them
blowjobs?
up on that for some
Yeah.
You buy
reason.
this expensive painting. It comes with a
I'll
free
give you a second
blowjob.
card.
This twist I did not know about.
You haven't
I
done
put a hole in this painting specifically for his glory
Put
hole.
your dick through it. Looks like I'm sucking off Mewtwo.
So anyway,
Anyway.
Cuddy Squeezy sent us an image for his question. I put it in
Oh.
Beef Talk.
Hell
We
yeah.
can end it on this one. This is like a life-altering question right here.
Fuck yeah.
okay.
One's gotta go. It's the Chex Mix.
I've never had Chex Mix, but I have listened to the
Oh,
song.
it's the best.
Me and Emily have been singing the the Dream Girl song by Lonely Island. I've been listening to Lonely Island again, but they sing about Chex Mix and that. I don't know. Just going off visuals alone, I don't like the rye chip. Get that out of
The
there.
rye chip is my
You're
answer
stupid.
as well.
You're
Fuck the rye
a little
chip.
baby. You're a little
No.
baby. Only little babies don't like rye chips because
Thank
their
you,
palates
yeah.
haven't developed.
I don't.
No,
I
no,
didn't
no,
sell-
no,
I didn't
no.
even fucking have
Hold
it.
on.
I'm just
Only
looking at the
They
visuals.
sell the
Budless,
rye chip is the most popular
amorphous
one. They sell bags of just rye
like
chips.
rye chips.
That is it's the best
the mini
one.
breadstick is obviously the worst one.
Yeah,
What
thank you.
are you
My
saying
exact
to me?
answer. My
Mini
exact
You-
breadstick
it's
answer.
like
is
eating a knob
goated.
of. It's like eating a bunch of good shit and then putting a whole knob of butter in your mouth.
Yeah, you eat around them.
It's
So
like
you look for the rye
Listen,
chips.
okay, I take back goated. It's definitely one of the weaker ones there, but
Mini
rye chip
breadstick
is
sucks.
rye chip is absolutely getting the
It's
boot
not
for
crunchy
me.
enough. It's just
I
like
just-
goo.
I just aesthetically don't like how much bigger it is than the others. But how about this? I will try.
You will
Chex
try.
Mix.
Yeah.
Someone write this in fucking Texas ideas somewhere so we don't forget to do
Yeah.
this. I will
Ma-
test Chex Mix and I will finally be able to deliver
Yeah.
the conclusion, and we'll see
Okay.
whether the Beef Boys are split
You do a
50-50
tier
or whether
list.
Andrew's outnumbered.
Yeah,
But you
I
gotta-
tier list on the Chex
You
pieces.
gotta try it in like different combos and stuff too, because
Yeah.
it's like the rye chip isn't like my favorite solo, I guess, but like I can't get a handful without a rye chip in it. You know,
Okay.
like it's got to be. I can pick out a few of whatever, but the base has to be the rye chip.
Yeah.
Sure.
The base.
Rye chips where it's at. That shit's
Fuck the
like
rye
those
chip.
those things are rock
Fuck
fucking
you.
hard, and that's why I like
Fuck
They are really
you.
hard.
them. They got a good.
I like
crunch to
hurting
them.
my teeth.
Yeah, you bite down and it makes a loud
Chex Mix
fucking
goes
sound.
stupid.
I'm
Yeah.
so
The
excited to
Chex
go.
Mix and Bugles are like the best things ever, and I only eat them like every 5 years. If you've never had a Bugle, go eat
Bugles.
a Bugle.
Chex
be
Mix,
going
I
in.
They're so
can eat
good.
more of because I don't think there's as much like probably I don't know maybe Oilers. I love Bugles, but after a while, Bugles starts to give you that feeling of like I have consumed a lot of stuff. Yeah, it's not good for me.
That's why I only eat it like every 2 years, because it's like
Yeah.
it's like on a Friday night. It's like, oh, it's Bugle
Yeah.
night. I'm
Dude,
not
that-
getting pizza tonight. I'm literally
Baby.
just going
We're
to
locking
the
in,
food
boys.
store, getting Bugles and a Gatorade, and that's my cheat
Yeah,
night.
dude, that's how I
I
am with
whole bag
fucking
of Bugles.
combos. Y'all ever fuck with
Combos
I've never
are
had combos.
good,
They like
dude.
scared me as a child. I didn't
Yeah.
understand what they were trying to be.
You gotta try
don't
them.
have
They're
those.
like
They're super
kudos.
good.
You definitely have to try. Combos are like the quintessential American snack. I mean, it's just like.
That's not true.
Well, I only say that because it's like
It's like
the-
Lay's potato chips.
Sure. Well, I guess I should be more specific. It's like that's like the American road trip snack. It's like you get combos, beef
Yeah.
jerky, but like the
I'll
thing
give
is,
you
it's
that.
it's a pretzel
Yeah.
filled with fucking like pizza cheese. So it's like
That sounds
if
awesome.
they're yeah
It
they
scared me.
they have a
That's
very
pretty
like
great.
pungent smell to them, and they are so fucking good.
They're
But
So
pretty
here's-
great.
I
you
think
eat
I
a bag
mentioned
of them,
this
you feel like
before.
ass.
I think I've said this before.
Yeah.
I would love if either you guys just drop me off at the supermarket the first day we were there, or if you guys
That's what
can
we're
be
gonna do.
bothered spending a couple hours walking around with me.
No,
I
yeah,
wanna
we're gonna
just
take it
go
HEB.
aisle by aisle, take fucking ages, look at literally every item, and grab everything I've ever wanted to try that I've seen ads
Yeah.
for. or
Yeah, we
heard
can
about or
definitely
whatever.
do that.
And
Yeah,
then
we're
that'll
definitely
just
gonna
be
do
our
that.
snacks for the week, and then we'll just have like I'll be able to taste test all this shit. I've got
Yeah.
a bunch of. I'm gonna bring way more stuff over this time too.
Oh fuck!
I'll
Sabrina
just
actually
try
has
to-
a request. Sabrina
Yes.
wants to know if you could bring her one of them fucking Whitaker bars, the peanut slice.
Yes, I'll bring a bunch of Whitaker's
boy.
bars. I'll bring
Let's go.
there's some crackers I'd love to bring you guys that'll blow your fucking dicks
Hell
inside
yeah.
out. I got a lot of stuff I want to
Me.
bring, so I think half my bag's just gonna be snacks and
Snacks.
stuff.
You
But
have
since
a
we're
carry
doing
on
it,
of
whatever's
snacks.
left of the
it's gonna be chill.
whatever's left of all the snacks that Kudos buys and all the snacks that he brings, at the end we boil it in a pot and make it eat it.
we make it.
We turn it into a
huge
sausage.
stew.
Yeah,
We give it
just-
out on Halloween.
Yeah, it's just black and
That'd be
brown.
so funny.
Just pour this
scoops of
boiling
like
hot stew.
chocolate and Chex Mix.
Yeah.
There you go,
Actually,
kids.
that'd be kind of sick to be like. Maybe I'll bring if we have some Kiwi stuff left over. That could be kind of fun. Like poison the children of America. Where just be like,
Just
hey, do you want to try actually good chocolate? And then it just ruins Hershey's for them forever.
Oh,
Dude, you're gonna
I thought you
ruin-
meant actually poison them.
no,
that's
like
it.
give them.
You meant
I was like,
Taters.
I was like, don't make that
Yeah.
joke in Texas. That's like a real like white mom suburban
Oh,
fear.
That's
that,
what I was
like,
gonna
Yeah.
say,
kids
dude.
are getting
There's
they're like
needles in
injecting
this chocolate
heroin
bar.
into their chocolate bar. Yeah.
Yeah.
They're gonna have a Facebook group like, I found this fucking diddly cork or whatever the fuck Kiwi
I found
chocolates
this
are.
AR-15 in my
It's
son's
foreign.
color.
Get it out of here! I don't want it in my
This is
town.
trans chocolate.
It actually
Turn
tastes
my
good.
son gay.
Instead of like heroin this year, it's gonna be they're putting fucking like TRT in my daughter's fucking Snickers bar.
My daughter's balding.
My sweet baby girl of 17 is developing
Male pattern
She's
baldness.
got alopecia, and it has to be the chocolate.
She looks like she could star in a G.I. Jane reboot. Oh.
Why does my son who exclusively eat McDonald's have boobs? It has to be estrogen.
And not recessive gene.
It must be the MSG.
Oh my god, that was so
That
loud.
was crispy.
Oh my bad.
All right, well, Beef Boys signing off. This goes out
goes out to my
a,
wife.
a true American hero.
Yeah.
LeBron James.
The shuffle bug at every.
Yeah,
Oh yeah, the
shuffle
shuffle
guy.
and the shuffle
Yeah.
bug.
The shuffle,
the shuffle guy at every.
R.I.P. wherever you may be.
Incredible! Nobody can catch you. You're the real Range Racer.